Hi, how are you? And we're here to do the tarot cards for the business astrology. And it's going to be very interesting to see what comes up. I'm just pulling out the Celtic tarot, which is very, very nice. And then I've got the cards of Gaia. So we'll see what's all about. And this is the tarot to go with the business astrology for the Lunar full moon eclipse, which is on the 10th of January, and all of those other happenings straight after that. And the first card out is the Page of Cauldrons, or the Page of Hearts. So something is very new and just beginning, and you can see by having a look at the card, it's very new, it's very young, and it doesn't quite know what it's doing yet. So it's just the beginning of something, but something that we really want to do, that we think is important, that we value. And the other thing I think that I'm getting, and that's a very strong message I just got, was it's the beginning of an understanding. So we've had all these learning points coming up to now, and we've just got the beginning of an understanding. It hasn't transformed itself into a solid aha moment. It's just the beginning of understanding that there's a new relationship, or we're going to have a new relationship to something, and that's what we're beginning to see the possibilities for. Huh? I'm going to bring this one. Oh, okay. I'm going to bring this one. Yep. Going to bring this one up. Okay. Three of Swords. So we've had a major disappointment, something that perhaps we thought would work for us, or something that we thought would come together in a certain way, and it hasn't. But what's interesting about when we have a look at the Three of Swords is to understand that it is a pain, but it's also a healing. Can you see how the heart is not shriveled up? It's full and it's alive. And the question is, do we heal it around the swords, or do we extract? So there is the healing process that we're currently undertaking around our heart and our understanding. So something has changed or moved, and we've come to a realization that it wasn't what we thought it was, and we really have been quite upset, or about that. Now, when we say how we manage our emotions is really interesting. So we can be really upset about something, but because we've been working on it and we've come to an understanding around it, we don't stay in that emotional hurt. We move quite quickly. We process it quite quickly. And I've got the sense that even though we had this feeling, there's movement to it. We're healing from it. Coming up fast after that is, I talked about movement, and it's the World. And that is really a lovely card. So coming up through getting an understanding and having a healing over the disappointment, there is the opportunity for something quite major to come out of all of that. And that's a really good feeling. And then the other cards of that's interesting, Page of Shields. So that's two pages. When we start to get doubles in the tarot, that's important. And again, it's learning, it's beginning to understand something. And this is about a new business, or a new part of the business, a new product, a new service. And this is just the beginning. There's no details yet, but we have a sense of something new coming in. And what's interesting about this one is it's fast followed by the King of Shields. And you can see that they're sharing. Okay. So you've got the same young woman with the shield. And now the king has got that shield or that pentacle. So there's a great opportunity with whatever is coming our way to get lots of understanding about that. And we're just at the beginning of that understanding, but there's a lot to be gained. So this is quite interesting, and it looks like we should see the results of this quite quickly. That's also something nice. Or we start seeing the potential of it quite quickly. I think that's very nice. I will do some clarifiers on all of these a little bit later. I was saying in the personal tarot, I was thinking about 2020, and I was getting something coming forward to me about how would I do it, would I do it, but in terms of a bigger forecast, but the answer was no. So after all of that build up, and I let it go. Okay. And we're getting the 9 of cauldrons, which I think is really, really interesting. So we're getting the 9 of cauldrons, which we know is the choice card, the lucky make-a-wish card, but it's upside down. Now, when it's upside down, I'll just put it the right way so you can see it, because I want you to see that it's got a full moon in the card. Can you see the full moon in the card? Up the top, actually you've got the crescent moon, the new moon in the card, not the full moon, the new moon. So this opportunity or this wish card, so this is talking about what we were wishing for last eclipse, 2 weeks ago, when we had the new moon solar eclipse. And this is saying that we still should be thinking about what that is. And it all seems to be coming together. Yeah, very nicely. And this is really an interesting card. Because we've got the young girl at the top of the table, and we've got the old man again at the base of the table. So there is something about even though it's your wishes and your desires, it's coming together very nicely, whatever you've wished for. With the caveat that, and this has probably got to do with, and I spoke about it before, Uranus is now direct and it's going to go forward. And we've also got Pluto in play and Aquarius coming into play. So it's not going to be exactly what you asked for, but it is going to be very good, if that gives you a sense of that. And then after that, we've got the Queen of Wands, which is a nurturing card. It's very much about nurturing our relationship, and it's nurturing our relationship to the world around us. And then we've also got the Ace. And this is an interesting ace because we've got the Ace of Shields. And this is very much a new beginning. So we've got Page, King, Ace of Shields with the 9. So this is very much a new beginning for us in terms of something in our business. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what that is. I've got to see if there's another card, and it just said yes. Okay. Hello, it's the Sun. So this new business beginning, or this new opportunity beginning, it's going to be very us. It's going to be something that's going to really nurture us, make us feel enthusiastic again, make us feel like this is exactly what we wanted and how we want to be, and it's high and it's floating. So we're going, you can see, on a bit of a journey. We've got a new beginning coming in. We've got some healing that we are still having to do, and I think the healing we're having to do is changing we've had a disappointment, and we need to be able to move with that, because everything is coming our way. And now is not the time, even if we've had that disappointment, to make a change, a dramatic change to the path that we're going. I get the feeling, just go with the flow and it's going to come towards you. Don't try and manipulate things too much, because the more you try and manipulate it, I think you're going to actually push it away, which is to do with that Nine of Cups. So you've done all the manifesting, you've done all the work. Now it's time to let it come in. I was just checking if we needed to use. No, it's saying use the guy. So let's have a look. I think the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Shields, and the Sun tells it all. But let's have a look at that. Well, we've got the Ace of Fire as well. So we're getting definitely some new beginnings about ourselves and how we're going to feel very fired up and relating to the work. All right. All right. I don't know what happened with all of that, but we had some big cards pop out. Okay, so let's have a look at all of them. Oh, it's quite fascinating. They're just a big bunch. Okay, I'll put them back. Put them back. Don't use all those cards. Okay. We'll see what else comes up then. Sorry, if you see me hesitate, it's because I'm getting a message and I just need to take a little bit of time out to make sure that I've heard correctly. Okay, so these cards have popped out before, but I really, in the personal message, wanted them. Five of Cups. So we've really got to get focused on what makes us happy, what makes us fulfilled, and we've really got to let whatever doesn't support us go. We've got the Strength card, the Six of Earth, which is about the Six of Pentacles. And remember, the Strength card is also, look at that. Yeah? Look at that. That's a lot of strength. That's a lot of focus. And the Six is also the celebration. Six are also about celebrations. So there's something about how we are. And the Six of Earth is about Pentacles as well. So we're going to see quite quickly what's coming up for us. And faith. So again, this is going to show us what's coming up is quite quickly going to be coming up, and we're really going to move towards it. And we're going to see these small snippets of rewards, but that's only if we choose and listen to the messages that's coming in, and we choose something that fulfills us. I want to have a look at the Three of Swords, if you don't mind. So give me a clarifier for that Three of Swords. Okay. The Sentinel, okay. Okay, so we've got the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles, which is us thinking, very much thinking that where we were was where we should have been, and getting a little bit feeling we should have been comfortable by now. We should have reached that spot by now. We should have been there. And we're a bit disappointed that we aren't in that happy place that we wanted to be in, but because we wanted it to be the comfort zone. And we were feeling that we should have been there by now, and they're saying no, 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 no. And this is talking about the Sentinel, and what this is talking about is really us getting in and trusting our instincts, trusting that things are moving around us, and we haven't been paying enough attention to the messages that's been coming to us. In some ways, when I say we haven't been paying enough attention, what I mean by that is We should have been gathering the messages, but instead we've been really honing in on one or two of them and just really trying to almost make them work. And every time we've tried to make them work because we thought they were the right one, we've been a little bit disappointed and we've had to make a decision. And often that decision has been not to work with that, but to work away from it. So there is the opportunity of great promise coming in. We're going to see signs of it, and we're going to see that new beginning coming through, and we're going to see some rewards for being on the right path, but we certainly haven't got to all of it yet. There's more coming. Okay, interestingly enough, the environment we've got is the Six of Cauldrons, which is the card that also came up, so that's a doubling up of that. So this is about now us getting rewards. Put it over there so you can see it. It's a beautiful card about growth and opportunity and us beginning to see where the rewards are coming from. And underneath that, because it is also about partnerships, it is the environment of the Two of Cups. So it is about us finding our partner to be doing business with, and the partner is going to be reflecting right back at us. So this is really, it's really quite lovely, because partnership is very much a play with this full moon. So the environment is one of partnerships. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone else is going to trigger us or give us an idea or help us very much on our way. And just release that disappointment that we've had. I've worked so hard and it's been really difficult, and I really thought this was the direction I should be going in, and I really thought this was going to work for me, and it's taking a lot longer and it's a lot harder. All of that is okay, because we're still in the beginning stage. And it is a new beginning. But mastery will come, and it's going to come quite quickly. And it is going to be something that we've been asking for and something that we've been manifesting. And it's going to take off, and it's going to be, when it arrives, it's going to be pretty damn good. And we're really going to like it when it arrives. And that's what the cards are saying to us. And I think that's kind of nice. So we're going to start to get these new messages, and we're going to start to be able to make sense of them, because at the moment what's happening for a lot of us, we're getting a lot of messages and we've been jumping on some of them, and then they haven't actually been making the concrete sense that we wanted them to. But now I think we're starting to see what the new direction is, and we're starting to see how we can really take it and grow it. And it is all about us. But we have to make some pretty hard choices, and we have to choose what fulfills us, and we have to have a lot of faith that it is the right time now for this to happen. Okay, beautiful. Take care. Talk to you soon.